There is very certainly a difference between knowledge and wisdom. For example, no matter what I say, it's going to be noted that I didn't comb my hair. It would have been wiser to comb my hair. I'm not Albert Einstein. I don't have a special theory that's been proven by the sun. This is the day of a solar eclipse, I'm told. Maybe there's poetry and music in that. My knowledge is eclipsed by my ill wisdom. I don't know what I can do about it. I want to address with you the dark tunnel of mental abuse, at least some of the facets of it. I'm sure there are professionals in psychology who could elaborate on points, even contradict them, and make new observations about which my limited access to education precludes. I'm a deaf person. I barely made it to college. I graduated once I learned sign language, but I was an old man. I learned what my rivals had known all along about such issues, topics, fields of study as psychology. But I did read quite a bit. And I know that there are people who turn off very automatically at the name The Fountainhead of a book. But there's a very viable scene in that book of a man who describes what he considers to be terrible punishment, which would be to appeal to someone with all of the adrenaline and insights that come in a great moment of awareness and have them laugh in your face and make a mockery of what to you is clearly a sacred truth. Those weren't her words. She didn't use the word sacred much, and she tended to regret it and discuss it in introductions. When she regarded something as religious, she almost changed it after publication. A man from Palestine was reasoning very clearly on the topic of the logic of Israel. I admired him. He was clearly enjoying making more sense than they did. I should not have interrupted. It was a wisdom of me. But I did caution him that being locked into a room with someone who's only trying to make you helpless, to whom your reasons are already clear, and who's playing the role of subjecting you to torment, to questions of why, as a billy club, to see you beat yourself up. I caution them, please do not do that to yourself. In the 80s, there was a widespread phenomenon in Zappa and Howard Stern, shock jock radio, about the limits of free speech, some sort of thing that Mencken would deal with. And the Zappas were saying freedom of speech is an absolute, nothing I say can hurt you. You need to develop a thicker skin and so on, in order to create an environment where their targets believed that, so that they could create a ledger, a roster, a secret war room of tapes to play back to people who believe in fighting words. Let's see you get out of this one next. Let's see you get out of that one next. It was criminal insanity from Swastika Girls, working with Brian Eno and Jaime Carmenel at Carnegie Mellon University. Because I had an impacted neuroplasm, there was premeditated vituperative disorder. In other words, it was a neurological sort of demonic possession. Like it was getting done to me by someone named Burstyn, which is a name from the film The Exorcist. Remember how she started going crazy with, and even the film was even protested for allowing Hollywood license to go too far by the people who allowed Hollywood license to go too far. This is a sort of creepy gestalt of the Salman Rushdie era in politics. It's a phenomenon of mental abuse. People should be more knowledgeable and wiser. It's not fair to keep a deaf person out of school and then expect them to know everything that postdoctorate counsels know in their conferring about 9 years old who are battered and used for Michael Reagan's favorite scene to get predators from Sotheby's on Yoko Ono's black market with the help of what they called natural language laboratories at Carnegie Mellon University.